Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead and another What We Eat for Dinner for a Week. In these videos, I show you how I use a combination of inexpensive Aldi groceries with food that we are blessed with from local food banks to make healthy, well-rounded, generally low-carb meals. I eat low-carb for health reasons, and as the sole cook in the house, it's just easier for me to make one meal. Sometimes I will make an alternative thing for me, or yeah, I'll kind of flex with it. But for the most part, it's just one meal because, yeah, that's just easier. So tonight we have a sheet pan dinner. We have not been to the grocery store in quite some time, so we're actually planning a trip tomorrow. And so one way that this is a meal that I like to make when we're on the verge of needing to go to the grocery store, and it kind of just uses up a bunch of random things. So I had a pack of smoked sausage that's diced up in there. There's one huge carrot from the food bank, a couple of small heads of broccoli, a very small amount of cauliflower, like maybe 2 cups, no, probably more like 1 cup. Some leftover sweet potatoes from the other night, some leftover green beans from the other night, onions, a zucchini. I think that's everything. And then I just chunk it all up and throw it on the sheet pan, season it, put on plenty of oil, salt and pepper, whatever it is that you want to throw on it. And then I bake it at about 400 degrees for about an hour. That just depends on the vegetables. I think I could have maybe gone a little bit longer on the carrots, but a little bit of crunch on the carrots works for me. And this one works because it's, there's something in there that everybody likes. If they don't like it, they can pick it out. But for the most part, my kids will eat pretty much anything. I've got one picky eater, but he does pretty good about eating it anyway. And for me, I will just watch how many of the sweet potatoes and carrots I eat. I'm not keto low carb. I'm just low carb, generally in the 40 to 60 grams a day. So I can have some sweeter vegetables. Sorry, I have a baby in the background trying to play with bags. I also made low-carb drop biscuits. This is with cashew flour from the food bank, is the predominant. I added some cheese. They're just a standard drop. They're actually my flour, like regular flour drop biscuit recipe. And I opted to, or I've made these before. They are not pretty. They're obviously flat, but they taste delicious, so that's all that matters. So it works. If you have a good low-carb biscuit recipe, shoot it toward me because, yeah, I'm not hugely picky on it, but these obviously are more flatbread than biscuit. So that's everything for Monday night. We'll see you tomorrow. Tuesday night's dinner, we're doing a quick and easy one. We had some errands to run this afternoon, evening. So we did not get home until about 6 o'clock. And part of the errands that we ran is we went to the grocery store, and I'm sorry I did not film that because, like I said, we didn't get home until 6 o'clock. So by the time we got everything put away and dinner started, it's now 6:45. So I just didn't get it filmed. It was the normal stuff: cheese, veggies, random things. Not anything special. So I went ahead, and while we were at the grocery store, I just picked up some stuff to make for dinner tonight that was a quick and easy meal. So I did hot dogs, and I did these in the air fryer. If you have an air fryer, I highly recommend hot dogs in the air fryer. They taste like grilled hot dogs. So I did 350 for about 10 minutes, and then I stirred them and did about 5 more minutes. And as you can see, like, they look like grilled hot dogs. They're delicious. And then I bought a thing of pre-made coleslaw mix and then just mixed in some Miracle Whip and a little bit of monk fruit sweetener. We've got hot dog buns. We've got ketchup, mustard, homemade sauerkraut to put on it. And then I picked up a bag of potato chips, which is a rare treat. I usually don't buy chips. If I get them from the food bank, that's fine, but chips are junk food and they're expensive. So anyway, and then I've got some pork rinds as well for me, and then any kid that wants those over chips. So like I said, super quick and easy meal tonight because I needed it to be that way. So all right, that's Tuesday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Wednesday night. Tonight we are having that chicken that I thawed out last week and didn't get around to using. It is one of the big 10-pound chicken leg quarter bags. And I just go ahead and cook up the whole thing because they're all kind of frozen together anyway. So I kind of have to thaw the whole thing and cook the whole thing, which is fine with me. So this tray, I put barbecue sauce on them. And then the back, I didn't put anything on them because I'm going to use the leftover chicken for dinner tomorrow night. So I didn't want it seasoned so that it fits with the meal tomorrow night. For sides, we've got steamed carrots with just butter on them, super plain and simple, butter and salt. Some asparagus from the grocery store that I just did a little bit of oil and salt on as well. And then because I can't do the carrots because they're a higher carb vegetable, I can do like a small amount of them, but I can't do a full serving of them. We still have some of the cheesy spaghetti squash from last week that needs eaten. So I'm just going to heat up some of that on my plate. And then my husband will probably choose that as well in favor of the asparagus because he doesn't like asparagus. So, and I'll give my kids the option if any of them want that instead of one of the two vegetables that's out. That's fine as well. I know at least one of my other kids doesn't like asparagus. So yeah, we'll make it work. Yeah, so that's everything for dinner for Wednesday night. We'll see you Thursday. It is Thursday night, and tonight we're going to do broccoli chicken alfredo. So I guess let's start over here. For the kids, they'll have it on these noodles, and it's these Organic Elbows gluten-free super grains pasta from Thrive Market. And I just boiled that up. So they'll have that. I will have mine on zoodles, and this is like half of a medium-sized zucchini. And I just ran it through my cheap zoodler that I ordered off of Amazon forever ago. And then I sauteed it in a little bit of butter. I like mine kind of on the still crunchy side, so not overdone. Then on top of that, we'll do broccoli, just steamed. And then I took some of the leftover chicken from last night and put it in the pan with the Alfredo sauce and let it simmer until it was all nice and warmed through. So like I said, it'll be noodles, then some broccoli, then some sauce on top of everything with chicken in it. Super simple, easy meal, especially if you use something like frozen broccoli, and you already have chicken left over. It would be a really good one if you've done like a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store or whatever to pull off meat. So I would say this one, even with the cutting up of the broccoli and the zoodles and all that kind of stuff, it took maybe 20 minutes to get done. So nice weeknight meal if you need something quick and easy. So that's everything for Thursday night. We'll see you tomorrow night. Friday night at our house is always pizza night. Sometimes it's homemade. Sometimes it's store-bought. Sometimes we go all kooky and do like French bread pizzas or, yeah, that kind of thing. Tonight, we went to the grocery store this week, so I went ahead and picked up one of the huge Mama Cozy pizzas from Aldi. One of those will feed my husband and all of my kids, and sometimes a little bit of leftovers. If my husband's not here, the kids will eat it tomorrow for lunch and have it with some other stuff, obviously not by itself. So I did the meats one, and then I made myself a low carb pizza, it's a fathead dough. I know that sounds weird, but it's a mozzarella almond flour based pizza dough. And then I did cheese, pepperoni, bacon bits, and pepperoncinis on it. And it smells amazing because those pepperoncinis. I also tried the green beans in the air fryer again. The last time I tried it, they were just meh. But I went by the recipe, which didn't cook them for very long. It was like 5 minutes at 375. So I cooked them for closer to 15 minutes at 375 this time. And I like the way that they look much better. They just kind of look more like sauteed green beans. So that might be a way of jazzing up canned green beans. And that's just 1 quart. That was the only problem, is they cooked it down quite a bit. So in the future, I would definitely make 2 quarts and have some leftovers, because with that, there probably won't be any leftovers. And then I also had one more package of fresh asparagus from Aldi, so I cooked that up in the oven with olive oil and salt at the same time I was doing everything else. So that's everything for Friday night. Friday night's special night. We usually watch a movie. We're going to watch the Nativity Story tonight. The kids usually get something special like sparkling water, and then we do dessert. My kids still have like a whole huge jar of candy from Easter. Yes, even still back to Easter. Some random ones from church, some from a parade, some from some Christmas stuff. So they will probably each pick out a couple of pieces out of it, and then I will more than likely have a bowl of keto ice cream because that sounds amazing as always. So that's everything for Friday night. We'll see you tomorrow. Saturday night, and we are having big salads. This was not particularly a normal Saturday menu thing. Normally on Saturday, I make a very large dinner so that we have leftovers. But I had put this on the menu and bought avocados for it, and the avocados are ripe. So those who know when the avocados are ripe, you eat. So that's fine. We ended up with still some leftover chicken from the other night. So we're going to do that. And then when I do big salads, I just get out a bunch of different toppings and let the kids pick and choose whatever they want on them. And I find that it helps them eat a salad, whereas sometimes maybe they my kids all love this meal. When I say, hey, we're having big salads for dinner, they all cheer. So we've got avocados, hard-boiled eggs, some diced up tomato, bacon bits, cheese, raisins, and then French onions. And if you've never had French fried onions on salad, I highly recommend it. It's kind of like a slightly lower carb crouton, so it's got that salty, crunchy, but not quite so hard as croutons either. And then we've got some salad dressings. There's blue cheese, ranch, and honey mustard. So yeah, this is a really great way of getting your kids to try salad and eat salad because they get to pick and choose their toppings. This is the last of the week that you'll see. I don't cook on Sundays. If you're new here, that's we always get home late from church, usually not until about 1:30, 2 o'clock before we eat. So I just pull out all of the leftovers out of the refrigerator, whatever's in there, and the kids get to pick and choose whatever they want. We just warm up the plates in the microwave, and that's lunch. And then dinner, I always pull out a bunch of snacky things: cheese, crackers, meat, dried fruits, goat cheese, just pickles, whatever I happen to have on hand. I pull it out, and then we just eat a snacky dinner. I usually end up eating leftovers again of whatever is left. And it makes for a nice, relaxing evening because I even pull out paper plates and do paper plates that night. So trying to take seriously keep the Sabbath holy and rest. So yeah, that's everything for this week. I hope you enjoyed this. If there's any pertinent recipes, I will put them in the links in the description notes below. Other than that, I hope you have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.